Greetings. My name is Jimmy. I'm going to read you a letter. And this letter is to all Jamaicans in the world and to all the reggae fans, but in particular to the Jamaicans because we're respecting reggae music as a music that comes from Jamaica. This particular letter has the specific purpose of being the underpinning to the validation, justification of the reggae dollar. The Reggae Dollar is a fundraising tool which will be raising funds continually because the people are suffering continually. All right, so it is an idea which I came up with a while back, and I can tell you that I presented the idea to a community leader in London who's actually from Spanish Town in Jamaica. Unfortunately, he passed away, and that was a great loss to me because he was one of the brightest people I ever knew, the man with the most integrity in the community in London, progressive and just independent and resilient and resourceful, opinionated as well, but funny too. And those of you who know him will remember him, and you know that nobody can fill the gap that he left, and that would be Paul Lawrence. Paul Lawrence died on the 11th, I believe it was the 11th or the 10th of December 2020. And I remember very well that he posted that he was going to be on the radio to talk about black people's response to COVID, and he would make it to the radio the next day, and I was looking forward to hear him on the radio or to get a report of it. He never made it to the station. On the way to the station, he got an attack of sorts, a breathing problem or whatever it was, and then he was gone. I have to say these things because we have just recently had a symposium here in Copenhagen on reggae music, and remembering Paul Lawrence was part of that. And another notable person who remembered in that symposium was Delroy Washington, who passed on earlier that year from COVID. I believe he passed on at the same time that Bob Andy passed away. That was way back in March. And Delroy was very much a mentor to me, and he taught me many things, and everything we're doing is in line with what Delroy taught me. So everything that I'm presenting here already has its underpinning in the sense of the elders who I have interacted with over a period of 25 years. So we've looked carefully at what is happening on the ground and the personalities engaged with reggae and with communicating with the people, and we looked at ideas of how to really bring around some socio-economic progress, and we have a lot to offer, a lot to show, and we're going to open that process by reading this letter, which is addressed to the Minister of Culture and Sports and Youth, I believe. And so let me just jump into the letter now that you have a little bit of background, and I would like to livicate this letter and the reading of this letter to Paul Lawrence. Good, I got back to Paul Lawrence. Paul Lawrence understood immediately what I wanted to do with this, and he's the one who gave it the name. Well, it's a fundraising tool. Now, I think you remember that Paul Lawrence had established a thing called Just Tickets in London. Those of you who were, I think Just Tickets, and I think it was in collaboration with the Gleaner, and it was a ticket platform for events, and he felt that we could sell the Reggae Dollar using his platform. Okay, and so I was very overjoyed, and that was a huge strength to have somebody like Paul. If you don't remember him, Paul had established 100 Men of London, if you remember that. And oh my God, we need to have some serious memorial for Paul Lawrence. I am getting sad just thinking about it. I don't think we have paid enough tribute to what that man did. And I want to tell you one more thing which is important for you all, because we are one people. After Paul Lawrence passed away, I just had to go to his Facebook because I needed to have more information about the man. And lo and behold, he had actually gone to Zambia, the country that I was born in, and he had gone to the river Zambezi. I think he took part in the Kuomboka ceremony, which is very important ceremony especially for somebody who's talking about bringing young men into kingship and bringing them of age. When I saw that, I really broke down and cried because this man had gone out of his way, all the way from Spanish Town, made it to my country, and done something as great as going to the Kuomboka ceremony. And there's pictures of him riding on an elephant, taking pictures of crocodiles and all of that. So, Paul Lawrence family in Jamaica, my condolences to you. And well, the Most High moves in mysterious ways, and we just keep on moving. This work has to be done. We are one people.